What's going on, everyone? It's Chris from 416 Coffee, and today I am doing a full V60 tutorial. So guys, all you're going to need for this is your V60. You're going to need a kettle with water. You're going to need about 32.5 grams of coffee, ground kind of medium, and you're going to need your scale. So guys, the reason why I'm doing the V60 tutorial is simply because it's just a great coffee brewer. It's very versatile, it's very affordable, and I think it's one of the, in my opinion, one of the best craft coffee brewers on the market, and it's a classic, guys. You can pick up a whole starter kit for around 40 bucks, 45 bucks. So total bang for your buck, and like I said, one of my personal faves. So first we're gonna start, as always, by rinsing our filter. Now the reason why we're doing this is, once again, we're just preheating the brewer. We're making sure we get any kind of papery taste out of the filter. So make sure you're rinsing with hot water, guys. Pour that away. All right. Now let's zero out our scale here and add 32.5 grams. All right, beautiful. So now we're gonna add around 60 grams. We're gonna zero this out again, and we're gonna add about 60 grams of water. So whatever you're putting in, we're using a 65 grams per liter ratio of coffee to water. So whatever you're putting in this case, we put in our 32.5 grams of coffee. We're gonna double that for our bloom. So the key with the bloom, guys, just to make sure you're getting all those grounds wet, and you can give it a nice stir here. And then you can just let this kind of degas for around 30 seconds. Okay, so now that it's done degassing, we did our bloom, guys. We're gonna do 5 100-gram pours. Sorry, 4 100-gram pours. The first pour is, sorry, guys, we're gonna do, the first pour is gonna be 140 grams of water. That's gonna bring us to a total of 200, then 3 equal 100-gram pours. We're just making nice kettle circles. We're controlling the flow here. Nice and easy. Doesn't have to be too aggressive. We're pouring onto the coffee bed. We're just kind of spiraling in and out. And guys, this, if your coffee is nice medium ground, like right, perfect for drip, it should be flowing pretty nicely out. If it's just dripping out, you have your coffee too fine. And if you feel like you're pouring water and it's coming straight out, then the coffee's probably too coarse. So just always monitor your grind, guys. Obviously, that's gonna make a huge difference about the quality of any kind of coffee, but definitely when you're doing pour overs and stuff, if it's really dripping, you're gonna get kind of a muddy cup, a cup that's not super clear, and something that you don't wanna drink. So just make sure you're adding coffee. Let the coffee bed come down just a bit. Let the water come down just a bit like it is now, and then go ahead and add your next 100-gram pour. Guys, once again, I like doing the smaller 100-gram pours so we keep our thermal temperature nice and high. So the coffee's constantly brewing at that high thermal rate. We're getting a complete extraction out of the coffee. This is our Haitian Blue Mountain, so it tends to like slightly cooler water temps. So I'm letting this come off a boil for about 30 seconds before every time I pour. Now we're going to take it to 400. Okay, so now I have 400. So the next pour is going to be our last pour. So what we're going to do is we're going to let this coffee bed kind of come down quite a bit, and then we're going to wash the sides. So you're going to see coffee build up around the edges here just over time. It shouldn't be a lot of coffee, just a bit. But to make sure we get a nice flat coffee bed at the end, we're going to make sure we get nice around the sides and then kind of wash inwards for our last pour. Alright, so the coffee bed's coming down quite a bit, so here we're going to get our last pour in now. So let's do nice wash around the sides, get all that coffee kind of back into the center. And then we're going to pour it ever so gently. And that's it. You're going to let this draw down now. You're going to have delicious V60 coffee. So guys, like I said, once again, this brewer is extremely affordable. For around 45 bucks, you get a complete starter kit. It is so versatile. You can make coffee like this, hot coffee. All you need is a scale, your grinder, whatever. You can also make iced coffee in this. I have a whole tutorial on that for Japanese style ice brew. And it's just a great brewer, guys. You can do so much. You can get so much out of coffee with this brewer. This is actually the plastic cone too, which is the cheapest one and arguably the best. It keeps the best thermal temperature inside. It doesn't collect a lot of heat because it's plastic, so it keeps it inside. It's still kind of cool to touch. So guys, I would highly recommend picking up a V60 if you're into craft coffee and you haven't got one yet. Like I said, super easy to use, super fun, a lot of different recipes. This is just one very basic recipe I went over with you today, but there's a bunch of different recipes as far as volumes of coffee and kind of kettle circles and time you can take between brewing. So you can try a bunch of stuff, guys. All right, there we have it. Let's take a sip here. Okay, it's definitely super hot but super delicious. A lot of nutty chocolatey tones off of this Haitian Blue Mountain. Really pleasant, kind of enjoyable, approachable coffee. So guys, anyways, that's my quick V60 tutorial. Thank you so much for watching. Let me know what you think in the comments below. Do you use a V60? Are you a fan? Do you like this tutorial? Do you want me to do a different recipe? And I'll talk to you next time. Thank you guys so much.